first time that Rutgers has ever hosted UCLA on campus here in Piscataway. Welcome to the wild new world of Big Ten basketball, I guess. A crosstown showdown with two desperate teams. Rutgers wins the opening tip. We're underway.
Alex fouls. The Bruins go a little. Wait a minute. Can Harper make them better? That is the key. Elevate others. Good ball moving side to side here.
Bailey rises and is unable to get the roll. The rebound for Kobe Johnson, the USC transfer, who's put up big-time minutes lately for UCLA.
This is the guy that mid-posted. Nice cut by Daly. Pretty look. Too easy.
Eric Daly, the Oklahoma State transfer, who's averaging 13 per game over his last three. And UCLA, full court pressure, they get the steal.
Daly can make threes. How about that pass?
Yeah, good vision to find Johnson.
Pump, put it on the deck, find his partner. A little ragged start here.
Turnovers were an issue last time out for Rutgers. They had 15 on Thursday, including 12 in the first half alone against Purdue.
Uncharacteristic of UCLA not valuing the ball down at Maryland. Nice pass, go up big.
Bailey, undersized a bit amidst the trees. Shot clock does not reset. Lathan Somerville, another freshman, mid-range, missed everything.
Got to get them organized. Little pressure shook them up, I think, Rutgers. Extend the floor a little.
Of course, the big headline, Mick Cronin calling out his team publicly over the last week. But if you followed Mick Cronin throughout his career, you know that's also not the first time he's done that. This is trying to shake up his group and get them back focused, and it looks like they're off to a good start, though this is rejected by the freshman Dylan Grant.
A nice cross screen by Stefanovic to get they're getting exactly what they want. Rutgers known for the defense the last couple of years under Steve. A little scattered on that end right now.
Bit of a missed opportunity so far in this homestand. Just the second time that Rutgers has hosted 3 straight Big Ten games since joining the conference.
Did you move in down here?
Clearly. I didn't need to start paying rent. Grant for the win. Off the mark. Rebound Stefanovic.
One pass and a jack.
Rutgers does not look comfortable. Here's Sky Clark swinging it to the corner. Johnson off the mark from 3. Bilodeau pulls it down.
Good look for Johnson. He does so many good things. This is where he is tough. This box area.
Leading scorer for UCLA, Bilodeau unable to get the roll, and this will go out off the leg of Bailey back to UCLA.
And that's what Johnson does. Gets involved, deflections, gets a piece of it. All the little things, and shooting it near 30 from 3 as well. But his activity here, clearly a grab and go for Rutgers, negated. Again, same play, good look for a good shooter.
Well executed.
Out of Utah.
Stefanovic in his second season at UCLA, 1,000-point scorer in his career. Only his 4th start of the season for the Bruins. It's a 7-0 start for UCLA. Here's Bailey on the drive, and he gets it to drop.
Mix it up a little bit. Just don't settle for the jumper.
Bailey, who's been held in check the last couple. 9 points against Wisconsin, 17 against Purdue, just 26% for the field.
Grant and Acuff, as you noted, shaking up the lineup a little. Valued their practice habits, thought they deserved it. What Steve told us.
They had an up-tempo shoot-around Rutgers did this morning.
Very much so.
Bilodeau.
He really pries well. See if they come with a stunt.
And they're going to weigh this off. Yep, that
offense.
goes the other way.
I think give him offense.
Yep.
One of the referees is Thomas Nunez. His dad was a big-time NBA official for a long time. A little discard here, setting it up. Of course, along with Brian Dorsey and Vern Harris.
Nearly another turnover. They're going to call the foul here on Daly, as Dylan Grant got bottled up across the timing line.
They're going the other way with it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they switched it.
The initial call was against UCLA. So they give this to Grant. Yeah, they do.
Ade Mara on the floor now.
Well, they've been talking about getting him going.
A nice little hook game down low. Look at the size disparity. Somerville quite a disadvantage.
This is a big area of concern for Rutgers, undersized relative to the Big Ten. There is Mark.
Let them go to work. Nobody help them.
And that's rejected by Bailey, elevating for the block.
Big time.
He's got some serious hops. The freshman with a wild take, and he draws contact.
He is not afraid. Not dismissive, huh? Forget the D. Get him out of the way, and that was close. What do you think? I think they scored the goal. Not checking it.
Well, they may check at the next media timeout, the under 16, because they're allowed to do that now while play is stopped. Free throws here for Bailey.
How about his personality? When he comes into the gym, he's bubbling, ready to go.
Effervescent. And they had the little free throw competition at the end to shoot around, and Bailey was leading the charge, jumping up and down. Converts at the line.
Big time talent.
Potential lottery pick.
This is the end. They got to pay attention to detail on a consistent basis.
Rutgers over this 3-game losing streak. Defense has been a major concern, and they're getting eaten alive down low.
Easy little kiss shot. The experience of Johnson putting it on the deck. Roman free.
They allowed 38 paint points to Purdue, 38 to Wisconsin. You need to cut down on that. Here's Harper on the drive, and he gets his.
He and Bailey attacking the rim. It'll be nice to see. Once you shut that down, then might get some open looks on the perimeter. Not bad, huh? So defensively.
The high watermark for UCLA was a win over Gonzaga at the brand new Intuit Dome in Englewood, California. Bounce back win after a 2-point loss to Carolina at Madison Square Garden. The Bruins were 11-2 at the time. They had been as high as 15 in the AP poll. They were 2-0 to start Big Ten play, but have lost 3 straight entering today.
Yeah, Michigan, Maryland, and Nebraska as well. Not necessarily in that order. But Oregon was a great win for them earlier in the year as well. Arizona, they got some quad 1 wins.
It's going to be a brutal travel schedule. See how they handle it. Here's Dylan Grant out of the timeout, and he knocks down a corner 3.
Boy, nobody alert. Clark on the cover. Tardy. Little horn set, opens it up for a kick.
Extra pass. Johnson lines it up off the mark. Skying up is Grant to pull down the rebound. He's a spark plug, the freshman from Mississauga, Ontario in Canada.
Confident kid, all because he worked hard. Giving him those minutes.
Only his 6th appearance, first career start today, number 9 in white. They lob it to him, back door. Grant elevates, can't get the roll.
Nice job by Mara, though. What a presence.
Dying Mara, 15 in blue, 7'3" from Spain. Johnson off the bounce. Daly down low.
He's the toughness on the shoot. Nice kick out for a clean look. Mentioned Johnson starting to shoot that ball pretty good. 31%, stepping up a little. His 16th make.
Cheap one against UCLA out of the inbound.
A dribble drive, kick. And Daly, I just love the fire, the spark that he gives this team. Good, clean look. Get those puppies organized.
Tell you what, though, Johnson just picked up his 2nd foul early in this game. Transferring in after 3 seasons under Andy Enfield at USC, one of the top defenders in the Pac-12. But he's on the bench now. Here's Jeremiah Williams, his first touch of the game coming off the bench.
Back on the floor. Great driver, gets to the free throw line.
Harper along 2, rebound UCLA.
A really good checkout by Clark.
Sebastian Mack, you mentioned, huge performance in that game against Carolina at the guard.
Gets to the free throw line, almost 5 attempts a game. Tough shot.
Daly, and that drops.
Whew. A favorable. The masked Marvel delivers. Because he missed the Nebraska game too after the operation. I believe it was his nose.
On the drive, hard contact. Williams
He's out.
selling out. And he took a hard fall.
Big time challenge. I can always say the body. A pretty good block. Mark can't believe it. A very subdued Mick Cronin on the sideline.
Well, got himself kicked out of the Maryland game on Friday. He said later he intentionally did that.
I'd say between the maybe calls in his mind and turnovers combination, I think it's more the turnovers.
21 of them for UCLA on Friday, tied for their worst mark of the season.
A couple 15-gamers with Carolina and Nebraska where they turned it over as well.
That's been the key in their losses. Jeremiah Williams at the stripe here, his second season at Rutgers. Interesting story. He got caught up in that gambling scandal, if you recall, at Iowa State. Transferred to Rutgers even while still serving that suspension. A court actually reinstated his eligibility. And hoping to get him going. Harper, a three, way off. Rebound tracked down by Emmanuel Bowling.
He's going to be a little stale. No question about it. Martini, a little hustle on that rebound.
Tough take, Harper.
That's the second time he gets into the lane. That's where he can do some damage, gain a little confidence.
Well, if Harper and Bailey start taking over, Rutgers will be just fine.
Others can play off them then.
Sky Clark, transferred in from Louisville.
Pretty good denial by Bailey on the wing there.
Clark puts it on the deck.
He's going to drive. Oh, he does settle.
Deep three.
Love him when he puts it on the deck.
There's Harper. He looks more like himself, though the ball is stripped. Martini recovers. Princeton transfer.
Didn't get 8 minutes the last game. He's got to make these shots. He's a good shooter. They're all room for him, too. Class act, everybody says. Great student.
As our friend Tim Brando might say, that was a very unkind iron.
Goodness, you're ruining my night.
Here's
Daly,
Daly.
the one and only.
Here's Daly, short on the J. Rutgers coming up with some stops defensively. Williams, no look pass, Martini lines it up and knocks it down.
Wow, nothing like a dry martini, huh? Goodness. 2 good looks. And both of us thought maybe his knee was bothering him today. He's got that band on him. Others got to step up. That's the problem here. You know what the freshman can do?
Mara.
Good hook shot. Wow.
Just
good movement.
nobody can match up size-wise, but he has the touch to match.
I got the feeling he's going to be a great international player. You know, the World Games, Olympic Games down the road.
He says it's been a learning curve, the college game. Harper off the mark. Big rebound and the flush throw Bowling.
A Bowling, and they're wanting him to spread that charm and strength.
Bowling, who started most of the games for Rutgers, coming off the bench for the second straight one here. His steps taken by Sky Clark, and a turnover for UCLA.
This crowd can rattle you a little bit too. Clark generally pretty sound, but how about this kick? Get him organized. Let the waiter put the onions in later. Old time religion with the hook. Big fella.
Bucks built to serve. A sellout crowd here at the old Rack Jersey Mike's Arena. Proud Rutgers alum. There's Todd Frazier among those on their feet.
In our racket a little bit, they're telling me, right? Major League Baseball announcer. You remember him as a little leaguer?
Yes.
How old were you then?
Oh, gosh. 9.
You were babies.
Yeah. Tom's River.
Very charming guy. Got to meet him at a...
This has been a kind of a celebrity sighting all around the arena today, Raph.
Who do you have in mind?
We've seen a whole bunch around here.
Okay. You're saving a few for later?
Maybe, yeah. Whether Jersey or Rutgers alumni. They have sold out this building, reportedly, through the end of the regular season. You can be a house of horrors for visiting teams.
It generally is. A little rest for Harper and a little
Williams on the take, decided to dish. Extra pass, Bailey.
A better pass, Martini had a shot. Just a little error. Tough matchup, I think, for Martini. Max so good, putting it on the deck and getting right there.
Soft touch, but it rolled off the rim. First touch for DeMichael Davis here tonight. He's been a little tentative lately. They want to get him a little more confident with his shot. Williams puts it on the deck and lays it in.
Boy, the lift helped out. Obole out by the foul line. Big time spurt to the 10.
UCLA led by as much as 7. Rutgers has come back to tie.
Now, Rutgers got to ring the bell if they want to set up that full court pressure. That was part of the dilemma early for Rutgers.
Kick ball.
But they're communicating much better. Doing a great job collectively on the dribble outside. Davis, as you noted, got the leg on it. There we go to Bilodeau.
Those early touches, but none since. Back slicing to the 10.
Boy, can he put it down. Great accomplishment. Left all the way. Sets up their pressure.
Mack, a big part of that. Davis will locate Williams. Martini from the corner. No.
Great look, great pass.
Started the first 5 games of the season, but has come off the bench since.
Rutgers coming back in after a nice little break.
Bilodeau over top of Obole, unable to score. Bailey, step for step. Kyle stays with him.
Good athlete, Kyle.
Man, locating Martini, who draws the foul.
Didn't finish, but really a nice dive to the rim to help his teammate out.
Martini, as you mentioned, struggling to find his shot. They will head to the stripe here.
I was reading about Kyle today. I guess he was some high jumper and 400, 800-meter runner as a young kid.
William Kyle for UCLA, transferring in from South Dakota State.
All I did as a youngster was run away from my obligations in class.
You've been running ever since.
Sprinting. Good to see this kid come out and accomplish some things. Sometimes you get down on yourself.
Rutgers 2 for 5 to begin the night.
Already have 7 points, 7 rebounds against Arizona last year. The NCAA tournament. So, you know, he's got some quality.
Stefanovic, you mean?
No, Martini.
Oh, Martini, yeah. For Princeton, yeah. You're right. Yeah, they had a big run for Princeton, the Sweet 16 a couple of years ago.
Martini does a great job down there. Nice entry, and Obole really not seasoned enough to do his homework early, get over the top, just bumps with that big body.
Just the second foul that Rutgers has picked up as a team. Well, if they can get more consistency out of Obole, it changes the dynamic in the low post.
Perry on the floor, really a good player. Oh, he walked.
Yeah, that should have been
Goodness. Wow.
Mack got away with one.
Well, that was easy, that call.
Harper will set up the offense. And despite his recent struggles with his health, he's still top 10 in the conference in assists. Harper splitting the defense, a step through and the finish. Gorgeous.
A little rest and a little aggression. Clever.
And a little razzle dazzle.
Big time drive.
First touch for Trent Perry, the freshman. Number 1 for UCLA.
Very good shooter. They're going to close out on him, force him to put it on the deck.
Back does just that.
Look at this kid.
Again to the rim. This time they call the travel.
I like the play. That time I thought it was a classic offensive maneuver. leading with his guys on that defensive end.
There's Grant in the open floor. Bounce pass underneath the Boley. Hesitated.
I just go right up and send it in. They don't get it back.
Bilodeau knocked away.
Pretty good gamble by Perry. Bilodeau almost came up with it, but different look by Rutgers right now, don't you think?
How about Mack, though? Explosive first couple steps.
He did walk, no question about it. A little Broadway shuffle, but he is so good going to the rim. How about this? A little lingerie on the deck, and it's cold in New Brunswick. Put the wrap back on him.
The really bright things at IBM, I hear.
I love the shirt, too. The R's for Rutgers. Just, I'm sure you picked that up right away. But, yeah, very sharp kid. Doing pretty well with his life as well.
Yeah, Mick Cronin was beaming about him earlier today at the shoot-around. Glad to have him back in attendance to catch up with him. Kind of a low-scoring first half as we kind of expected between these two teams. UCLA out in front. Rutgers has not led.
Let that get in. He just elevate now. He got the size and strength.
Yeah, and he does just that.
Really, just tough kid. And it sets up their D once again.
Mentioned that big game again against Oregon. Back on December 8th, season high, 19 points. Here's Davis, tough take.
Nice help, Bilodeau.
Pry the rebound out of there. Bailey will reset.
Harper's waiting on the other side, didn't get it.
How about the tussling with a Boley away from the ball? 5 to shoot.
He got it too nice cut.
Harper down low. Davis.
That's what he does. He should have had it 5 seconds before. Bailey dilly-dallying with the bounce. Good thing's going to happen when number 2 has it.
Wound up locating Davis in the end. There's Mack. Sized up by the freshman Grants. Perry puts it on the deck. Match step for step by Harper. 3 on the way. Bilodeau, no. Rebound, Perry.
But he's going to get another one. Bilodeau. He should get inside. He's got the mismatch.
Nearly thrown away. Mack reels it in.
There you go. Just go up.
And he draws a foul.
Came down Gimpy. He's in your world, you know. He's a hockey player as a kid. I guess his dad played too. I don't think did you cover when he played?
I think I would have been an infant. Yeah, Tyler.
You weren't around, I guess.
His dad, drafted in the first round by the Montreal Canadiens in 1991. Bilodeau, his father.
Weren't you in graduate school then?
Sure. Hey, his dad played for the real-life Johnstown Chiefs. If you've ever seen Slapshot.
No, is that right?
Part of his minor league tenure, but yeah, used to have skates on. From Kennewick, Washington, started his career at Oregon State.
Kid's giving him a good run. You mentioned Oregon State. Washington kid as well. Good size, 6'9". Really a power forward trying to play a lot of center for UCLA.
Somerville to the wing and Bailey. Way off. And a rebound for Mack. Bailey has struggled to shoot it the last little while. 26% the last 2 games, and they weighed this off on Mack.
How aggressive is he, though, isn't he? Sorry to interrupt you there.
Very good. Honestly, like that's what UCLA needs right now is a guy to put the team on his back like that.
Absolutely. That's why he gets to the foul line. Very aggressive, good speed, good strength. Take away the goal. You get the feeling both teams know they need this game. This is...
It's early, but and yet it's not. Perry against Harper. Mack again. He's got that good
nice
step, but it's picked off.
Davis with a good job.
Harper. One-on-one with Clark. Harper draws a foul.
That's a little more like him. He's got great glass shots. He can go right. Obviously, want to jump on the left. He's pure that way. He is capable of going either.
Yeah, that triple-double, Harper, against Columbia to wrap up non-conference play. And arguably was on track to be the top freshman in the conference until that illness that set him back.
Seeing him sit at the Indiana game was, he was in deep health problems. Goodness. And coming back trying to play, just not ready. Even that, it's going to take him probably another game or two to regain that prowess.
Steve Pico was telling us like he hadn't had a full practice until yesterday. Over like a 9-day period, just trying to get his weight back up.
Hang with you, he should be back in the trim in another day or two.
There's 6 to play in the first half. Rutgers again within 1.
Really deep. Ooh, step back. Huh? Wow, Clark. That was deep and refreshing. Just a little bump by the center. Fill it up.
UCLA back up by 7. Back up by 4, big part. 27-23. Nice move, Somerville.
Nice setup, too, by Harper. They need something in that 5 position.
Right. Well, they've gotten eaten alive. Bilodeau on the jab step. Perry. Down low with Daly. Cutting his way through. Jump hook pure.
2 of them get post up nicely. Mentioned Daly able to make 3s too as he did in Oregon. He's healthy. He's a new dimension. Nice cover.
Somerville trying it from 3.
He shot it from Somerville.
Sky Clark. Sized up by Somerville.
Nice relocate here.
Daly, way off. Not a great shooting performance for either team. UCLA, their percentage hangs at 50. Feels like it hasn't been quite as high as the last few times. Rutgers at just 39% for the field.
UCLA is stingy defensively, no question about it. Out of bounds or offensive foul, huh?
Yep.
Davis.
Call the offensive.
Yeah.
His second.
Oh, with the hands, too. Just had to stay there. Take away an opportunity.
So Davis will sit. Williams will come back in. UCLA, their longest losing streak of the season, hoping to right the ship before heading back to Southern California.
Nice job by Steve getting Harper out. The TV timeout coming up.
Bilodeau off the mark.
No easy goals against UCLA. Great balance defensively.
Bilodeau over from the field.
Nice help by Perry.
And they're going to jump it up. Great defense from UCLA. And the freshman Dylan Grant in trouble.
That's what they do well. They stunt, they help, they give you headaches on both ends of the floor. Love to see this kid get healthy.
UCLA, a couple of big wins. Mentioned the Gonzaga victory. Started off conference play with a victory over Oregon. Lost to New Mexico. Lost to Michigan. Not exactly bad losses here this year, but an 18-point loss on the heels of a 19-point home loss to Michigan. They're scuffling a little bit here.
Of course, New Mexico now looks pretty good.
Yeah.
No loss looks good, obviously, but beating San Diego State on the weekend. These are some of the problems jumping out. Texas A&M,
yeah,
really a solid team, no question. We know what Purdue can do.
4 losses early in the year, Raph, by 5 or fewer points. And a bunch, I think all of them on this page, actually. Kennesaw State, Alabama, Texas A&M, Princeton, all by 5 points or less. And they're 0-6 in quad 1, and they are way out of the NCAA tournament picture.
They do not worry about the amount of points. It's the win or loss, right?
Yep. They couldn't close out games early, and now they're having a scratch and claw. Williams, the steal, the bomb, and the take.
Good non-call, too. Good pressure on the dribbler. He gets right back at it.
Rutgers within 2. UCLA has not trailed. Stefanovic back in the game for the Bruins. Daly puts it on the deck. Underneath, threading the needle. Bilodeau couldn't finish. It was contested.
How about that job defensively? Really, Grant, talk about his length at shoot-around today, but how about this? The pilfer in the open floor. Nice piece of officiating going up. Straight. Pretty good pressure on the ball, though.
Haven't seen enough of that from Rutgers, especially lately. 5 on the shot clock. Inbound to Bilodeau. Hands it off. Clark, a deep 3. In and out. Rebound, Somerville.
Rutgers didn't do a good job on that handoff.
Somerville around, setting the pick for Williams. Bailey off the jab step. Yeah, that's in and out. We're going to call a foul here.
Somerville, I believe. Good hustle, but cheap foul.
It's his first.
Harper getting an extended blow on the bench, too. I thought he might come right back in after that media timeout. Here he comes now.
Getting ready to check back in as we approach 2.5 to play in the first.
Good D here on that straight pin down in the center.
Denial from Somerville and the steal.
Great defensive play. That's doing your homework.
Tyson Acuff haven't called his name yet tonight. Got his first start of the season here.
Daly, now they're communicating defensively.
Acuff. I don't think that was intended for Williams, but he puts it up anyway.
It was meant for Grant on that dive to the rim.
And that'll send Rutgers to the line.
No flow, really.
No.
Oh, either team.
Well, we were chatting back and forth prior to the game of what do we think is going to happen here. We both came to that conclusion, the way these two teams have played lately.
Well, psychologically, this is a big one for both teams.
Yep.
I know it's a long year. You got a lot of quad one opportunities coming down the road, but you lose a few in a row, you start questioning yourself, question one another.
A lot of questions surrounding both of these teams, each on 3-game losing streaks. Grant subs out for Rutgers.
I love about both coaches, though. They're very positive.
Yeah.
Even though they've been struggling, things aren't going your way. And Steve Michael never moaned about the illness or the rhythm of the team. Just tried to do his job. Now they got their lead guard back. Hopefully this second half will step up a little bit and push the rest of the year.
Williams 1 for 4 at the foul line in this game. 2 minutes to play in the half.
Harper's got a contrast. Stefanovic is very good without the ball, screens and pops, and gets some good looks because of that.
Mack surveying and scanning. Stefanovic under 10 to shoot. To Clark. Rutgers with a good defensive stand here. Mack with nowhere to go. Mack step back jumper, missed everything. And Rutgers has it.
Terrific defensive set.
Now Harper downhill, kicks to the wing. Acuff in and out from 3. And this will go back to Rutgers.
And Somerville with the hustle. They've got the ball back for Rutgers.
This will be Williams on the inbound.
Boy, Acuff got a good look, too.
No doubt.
As you noted, he really hasn't been able to do too much on the offensive end. They got a timeout here.
Yep. So we'll stay as Rutgers calls their use it or lose it as they try to take the lead for the first time in this game. Coming up next, Ram Trucks halftime report. Mike Hill and Casey Jacobson in Los Angeles. Stats and analysis from the first half here. And a preview of Iowa at USC.
Looking at UCLA huddle, Darren Savino had been an assistant coach here at Rutgers, local kid, North Oregon. Actually, I think was an assistant at St. Anthony's with Bob Hurley many years ago.
This is the new reality in the Big Ten, Rap. Iowa is in Southern California, awaiting UCLA to take a cross-country flight from Newark Airport.
NBA-ish almost,
yes,
right?
very. UCLA, their schedule, I was looking at, absolutely brutal. Last year from January 13th onward, they didn't leave the Pacific time zone. Already, this is their second trip to the East Coast. They're going to have 2 more, and then the Big Ten tournament.
It's unbelievable. In December, they played those teams that you mentioned, Arizona, Oregon, Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty heavyweight. But I think the league is going to filter out, figure out how they're going to adjust next year. It's a learning process.
Harper, tough catch, blocked right underneath. And they're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow favors Rutgers.
They'll do some presence in there. Big fella elevating.
It's his 9th block of the year. Again, Williams to key the inbound.
Nice automatic switch on the inbounds, forces it.
Look out! Mack with the deflection.
How about that hustle? He can shoot it.
Stefanovic, step in, jumper, pure.
How about the presence, though? Nice pump fake, they bite, sidestep, drill it.
Approaching the final minute of the half.
Got to get back in Harper's hands.
Bailey only has 4 first-half points. Acuff behind the back, step back jumper. New serve.
Well, Iron Eagle would say wedgie, but I've got style. I call it a neck ball.
51 seconds remaining in the half.
I'd say defensively they've both been decent.
Yeah.
I think it's the offense that's been the struggle for both teams.
Certainly seen flashes. Downhill Mack. Boy, that acceleration is hard to contain.
Absolutely, and strong as well. Everybody lifted. Straight line drive here. Never got him turned around. A little bit of a giveaway by Williams.
Tell you what, that reminds me a little bit of when Tiger Campbell got that motor going. And you think about that team, and midway through their tenure, I remember Mick Cronin called them out and asked, who's going to step up for you? And Tiger wound up being that guy.
They never bothered Tiger. No. And whatever he said, he just got out and did his job. Said the right thing to the coach and just kept playing.
Team that eventually went to the Final Four, the Elite 8 in successive years.
Good 2-for-1 opportunity with that dribble drive, too.
And the clock stops with 46 seconds as UCLA makes it a 2-possession lead. And they'll set up in their full court pressure. And back off. Acuff to bring it up.
Got to get this guy involved. Make them guard you.
Harper with 6 points on the night.
So good at using the ball screen. Nice cut. Center.
The finish for Bailey.
How about that? Clever. Got to get him touches.
Timeout UCLA.
Well, you don't trap him properly. He can split it. Whew. He can arouse the masses. Nice little cross, little dive to the rim. Billy, elevating big time.
That kid has serious hops.
Sure does. This kid's got serious game, too. When they're going to be good, he's got to get the ball back the last 7-6 seconds of a sequence. Once in a while, he'll go hide on that baseline, let him do something. He's too good. He needs the ball.
Harper, the Jersey kid from Franklin Lakes, went to Don Bosco. Big-time prep program here. Ace Bailey.
Because his mom's helps out there.
Yeah.
Don Bosco. Of course, we all know about the dad. Got a few rings hidden someplace.
And his brother, too, is a big-time Scarlet Knight who just signed another pro deal with the Detroit Pistons.
They love him here. An engaging personality, everybody says. I was in contact with him. It was the big-time win against Purdue.
Harper, the top-ranked recruit in program history. Shot clock turned off here. UCLA by 3. Back, showing, fading, no. Rebound up in the air, put back, no. Third try, won't get off in time. And we hit the break with UCLA leading by 3 over Rutgers.
Feeling one another out, I think. Some adjustments at him.
Second half underway. And we'll see if Kobe Johnson being available after those 2 early fouls changes the dynamic for UCLA. Bruins with a 3-point lead. Somerville, the freshman, and the follow from Bailey.
Nice read, too, on that weak side. Nobody stuck him.
Rutgers has gotten to a tie game a couple of times, but UCLA has not trailed. There's Bilodeau.
Nice pin.
Johnson.
Really doing a nice job going side to side.
Bailey off the mark. Harper, still the top scorer in the Big Ten.
He can dance, though, can he? That kid's going. Forget about it.
First lead of the night for Rutgers.
That's more like it.
As is the noise in this building.
That kid is so good. He's healthy, and he will become wealthy.
Carr guarded tightly by Acuff. Starts his drive.
Nice help.
And at the rim by Somerville.
Big presence.
Harper, spot up 3. Got it! And all of a sudden, Dylan Harper has come to life. 6 straight for Harper and Rutgers.
How about him stepping up? Where have you been? Right? I know he hasn't been healthy, but it looks like he's asserting himself a little bit more. That goes down and sets up his dribble game. Weak side rebound. Nobody sticks him. Bilodeau got the contact. Great read by Bailey. Little nylon by the southpaw. He is back, ready to perform. And why not stick it once more?
Built to serve. Alex Fouls, Bill Raftery here with you. Starting to sound like the Rack once again. As this crowd is on its feet. An 8-0 run to begin the second half for Rutgers.
This young point guard can turn a building around as he did, drilling those 2 big threes and saw some electrifying moves early. Everybody can step it up and have some confidence because they can rely on him at that back end. First Bailey as well.
Minute 31 of game time here in the second half, and he and Harper, Bailey and Harper account for all 8 of the Rutgers points in the frame.
UCLA has to do it by committee.
Foul on Somerville.
Was that on him or on Harper on the cut?
Let's see here. Yeah, you're right, Harper.
Yeah.
Second for Harper. Stefanovic.
They ran him off that line nicely, Harper. They got what they want with Bilodeau and Harper.
Rutgers defense has got
nice hands.
Better as the night has gone on.
Look.
Bailey the steal. Grant ahead of the pack. And they will wave it off.
They got a foul before.
Going to call it on Stefanovic.
Yeah, 2-shot foul. But look at the big hands, the ability to sprint the floor. What a great look. And Bailey, not known for passing acumen, but what a read.
So it's the freshman Grant making his first career start. He only appeared in 5 games this season prior to today. But he's been a big-time spark plug in the last week plus.
You work hard, you get the confidence of the coaching staff, getting the opportunity. Kid moved to Michigan for his last couple of years in high school, I believe. So many kids out of Canada now with extraordinary ability.
Lacing them up, and they're not skates anymore.
No, and I think a lot of it has to do with the Raptors, believe it or not.
No doubt.
I'm told.
It's been a huge boon for basketball at every level north of the
What
border.
do you know about skates?
Here's Clark to the 10.
Nice hesitation.
Boy, just something to monitor here for Rutgers. Their foul shooting has not been great here tonight. Just 6 for 12 from the stripe. 3-point lead for the Scarlet Knights.
Not too much. Try to split it.
Numbers for UCLA. Clark. Nice feed for Daly for the flush.
Daly does not give up on a play. I know it was a gorgeous dump off, but aggressive at the rim. Johnson taking over there, trying to play Harper.
Acuff in trouble.
Nice double. Oh, they got the reach.
Wow. Bailed him out.
Good aggressive trap, though. Nice blitz. It was just nice hesitation here. The fine, big-time bang.
Foul on Mack. You take one more look to finish for Daly. Inbound to Grant.
Kobe trying to deny the ball back. Harper.
Grant nowhere to go with his pivot foot taken away by Clark, but he's unable to save it.
And nice attention, though, to Clark jumping that passing lane. Almost came up with it.
Leave 11 on the shot clock.
And they switch now.
Dodo guarding the inbound.
And then Johnson got back on Harper.
Inbound into the backcourt for Harper to reset. 8 to shoot. Harper, the drive and a lay-in.
Goodness, just glides, doesn't he? Lenny Wilkins, that's way before his time.
Yeah, just a
tiny Archibald. I think the lefties that could really do some damage.
A deft touch, no doubt. Mack resets. Guarded by Harper. Dodo rolls off that pick. Daly mid-range, got it.
Too easy a catch. Nobody up on him.
Harper has scored the last 8 for Rutgers. Bruins are back within 1.
When you watch Rutgers, they'll have that slippage every once in a while. Nice hands by Johnson.
Harper gets it back, goes up again, and he'll shoot 2.
To finish the thought, though, just all of a sudden you take a trip off and don't really get yourself in a proper position, you're going to pay for it.
No conversation with Mack. Daly called for the foul, his second. And Harper at the stripe, a 75% free throw shooter.
Steve coming back with Martini and Obole, and I think Martini, because now all of a sudden Harper is breaking people down and he gets some open kicks.
It's the 7th missed free throw for Rutgers tonight.
Well, you called that earlier.
A team that shoots about 70% on the season. Bottom third in Division I. Harper splits the pair. They'll try to get a late substitution in with Williams, and they'll grant it. Harper will sit.
Again, 88, trying to space his minutes.
The under 16 coming up. So while he gets a breather, Rutgers by 2.
Daly, they're going right 2 and 2 at Martini. What a nice read. Clark, good anticipation, finding his guy.
Daly had him pegged the whole way, and the game is tied at 41.
Got to be consistent now. Get good shots. Jones going to jack it up. Good cover by Clark, but they could do some damage with Bailey in the low post with that matchup. There, give it to him.
He's going to try to go to work in the low post. Kicks it back out. Acock hits from 3 to restore the Rutgers lead.
Need him to ring it. Very unselfish kick out.
First points of the night for the Eastern Michigan transfer.
Willow's really been silenced inside. Not getting many touches.
Clark, long jumper off the mark. Rebound for Bailey. Scarlet Knights have made their last 5 to the field. Bailey down the lane. Soft touch around the rim.
A nice poise, too, in traffic.
5-point lead for Rutgers. The largest of the night.
St. Michael trying to get the house alive here.
Drive, Mack again. Mack attack.
Oh, he is flawless attacking that rim.
Mack with 8 on the night.
Keep working on that outside shot. You got a package.
Williams calling out the set. Enters for a Bole who gets grabbed.
And Daly trying to cover, recover on the big guy.
Hey, well, right now dealing with a terrible situation.
That's where he grew up in.
Yeah.
Saying he's got buddies that have been impacted. Incredible.
McCronin was telling us, you know, he's worried for his home in Encino, north of the hills, with high winds again to be expected here tonight. So everybody at UCLA with some thoughts elsewhere right now. It's a 3-point game here in Piscataway.
Johnson goes to Bailey now, so Clark's got the lead guard here. Got to contain, don't let him turn the corner.
5 to shoot for Bailey.
Nice roll.
There's a Bole to the rim.
A nice play by Bailey. Good vision. Good hands by the big fella.
Well, if he can find any kind of consistency.
That's the one spot. Between them, he and Somerville, they're going to get some numbers. Nice drive here.
Johnson walled up by Bailey.
And a good replace by Mack.
Dale.
Nice pass.
Bilodeau, tough catch. He draws the foul on the jump hook.
And Daly does some nice things. What a good read. Pretty good hands in traffic by Bilodeau as well. How about that look? Bole laying the wood in the lane. Pretty good vision.
Bole cut a ton of weight this offseason. Steve Peichel told us last week it was close to 40 pounds. His preseason fitness testing is now tied for the fastest sprint speed on the team. He's got great length.
He's got a body for the Rutgers football team.
No doubt. As Bilodeau converts on the first at the line. Bole, a junior from Nigeria. They're missing that type of imposing presence like they had with Clifford Murray.
And that's the one setback defensively, too. Lead him to the big guy, take care of business in the lane. They just don't have that stopper there.
Bilodeau hits his free throws. Pressure here from UCLA.
He's got to get free.
And great deflection by Mack. Jumping in front of Harper.
They struggle against this early. Let's see if they can get assembled properly.
Still in trouble.
Nice handle. They're going to reach in. Mack can't believe it.
Boy. And he would have had 3 seconds left on the timer had it not been for the foul.
Overzealous, maybe. You got him. Don't reach in.
Harper across the timing line. Martini back in the game for Rutgers.
Harper's got really nice pace, can turn it on and off.
Harper wants his own shot. Rebound in and out of the hands of Bole.
A little bit of a settle.
Kobe Johnson, we called his name early. Not much since, and a foul away from the ball here.
Yeah, Williams in that low post trying to defend, deny.
Second for Jeremiah Williams. Clark to inbound. Odo still over from the field with Kobe Johnson flashing across here.
Nice ball fake.
Deflected away. Harper. And Harper on the run out. That's an offensive foul.
Pretty good anticipation. Away from the restraining line. Trying to go Euro, I think, in that open floor here. I think it's the right call. Good D, though. Goodness, he does so many nice things, Johnson. USC's loss goes cross town.
Johnson's minutes and production had been down, but seeing glimpses tonight of how important he is for UCLA.
He's a whatever you need coach guy.
Yep. By the way, that's the third foul on Harper. Guarded outside the arc by a bowler.
And Bailey did a nice job just faking a back up and Billy go.
Clark left it short, looking for his own miss. Bowley saves it, and they will call the foul on Clark.
Yeah, Clark grabbed them. Good call.
That's the 6th for the Bruins. 12-16. Already, Rutgers going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. 48-45. Both these teams in desperate need of a win early in conference play. Bailey puts it on the deck, fades away.
How about that? Those kids, they watch a lot of TV, don't they?
Yes, they do.
NBA style, that step back Dirk.
Johnson zips it inside. Clark. And a back down Bailey. Backs it out. Daly.
Not really threats on the outside now, though. He can make them.
Way off. Rutgers stepping up defensively. Ace Bailey stepping up offensively.
Pretty talented kid. Drive, get that situation.
9 points in the second half for Harper, who's trying to just find his way back after, as we mentioned, a terrible bout with a flu-like bug. Lost more than 10 pounds of body weight. A guy who's 6'6", 215.
Were you there when he had his shirt off?
Yeah, he's thin.
You could
Get
see
that guy a sandwich.
Exactly. He did a good dinner with you.
Bailey, tough shot. Tried to follow his own miss.
Well, he could do a lot of things.
Dark entry pass. They've been guarding Bilodeau tough all night.
Nice job by Martini, bodying him out another foot or two.
Leading scorer for UCLA now 0 for 6 from the field.
Bailey's got to play the point forward routine, I think. Get him a touch away from the rim.
He's lingering in the corner with Kobe Johnson nearby. 6 to shoot. Crossover from Williams. The floater, no. And this will go the other way.
Abole, I think, with that discard, forced him to that left-hand delivery, too. See, right now, this is Bailey's game, I think, with this group. You know, run your action, then get him something in an ISO. He loves that little elbow extended ISO.
Back. Here's Stefanovic.
They're guarding Bilodeau beautifully, though. Abole forcing him this far out. Likes to bounce himself to ecstasy here.
He's looked uncomfortable. Bilodeau trying to go over top of Abole, left it short.
Nice strength by the big guy.
Davis picks up his dribble. Williams, the runner. Largest lead for Rutgers tonight.
Pretty special.
Bilodeau, can he find his shot? Back for three, got it! To silence the crowd at Piscataway.
I know he can put it on the deck. It'll be a tough guard.
First field goal in almost 5 minutes for Rutgers, or for UCLA, a big part. Again, it's Williams.
About that. Everybody lifted, going left, using the rim. Pretty.
This kid's come to life. Didn't have a single point in 14 minutes on Thursday. Back blocked by Bailey.
How about that? His wingspan today, when he was defending the inbound pass, covered the whole baseline. He is just amazing. That closeout. Oh.
His formal name is Eris. I think he had some air here.
Keeps playing like this, it'll be your Eris. This is just gorgeous. Really good understanding of where you are on the floor. Big time reaction.
Back the crossover, the step through, tough finish.
Can't keep him out of the lane. A maestro in that 3-second lane.
Sebastian Mack, unafraid, go through the teeth of the Rutgers defense. 13 points for Mack now.
Icing him one way.
Harper will head to the line.
That's the right. You know, you think he's going to go left. Just really understands the defense, what to do, what he can maneuver.
It's the third foul on Mack. And Dylan Harper looking more like himself tonight. 15 points to lead the way for the Scarlet Knights.
One thing about this kid, he tried to play hurt. Oh, he got over by him for it. Didn't have anything left in the tank. Still not quite there.
And he knows, and Steve Peichel knows, I'm sure all the family advisors know, there are plenty of NBA scouts in the building every night. That perhaps is part of the motivation to try to stay on the floor as much as he can. Somerville will check back in.
Some scouts come a lot. You see him once or twice, you know he's going to be a high pick. But it's a night out.
5-point game. Stefanovic with room. No. Rebound Somerville.
This is where he is tough. Really good poise with the dribble, though. Didn't see anything.
Regained his dribble. Harper goes up. It's an offensive foul. And that's a gutsy one for Sebastian Mack to draw.
You don't see that called anymore once you plant the pivot foot.
Fourth foul on Dylan Harper. So Rutgers still holding a 5-point lead as we head down to crunch time here in reset of the foul trouble here for both sides. The 4 for Harper, a big one.
Yeah, that is it. Coming down the stretch in particular. But the quad 1 wins favor UCLA. This is a must for Rutgers, I think.
Yeah.
Get them rolling a little bit.
Trying to stay at 500 overall this season.
We got to go. We got just barely 1 second left.
Trent Perry just across the timing line.
Davis can rag you.
Stefanovic pops and comes up short.
Even though he missed, Tardy on the cover.
Williams zips it to the corner. Extra pass. Here's Dylan Grant off the mark. And a push off for Somerville.
That big guy.
Oh, they're going to call it on Mara.
Yeah, he comes out.
You haven't been able to keep him in the game.
Bilodeau now back on the floor. Maybe give him some touches, get him going, coming down the stretch.
1-1 here with Rutgers in the bonus the rest of the way. He's 2 for 6 for the foul strike this half as Somerville hits the front end.
We address that center spot. The two of them have to get numbers. You know, double-double between them at least. And obviously defensively. There we go, big guy.
Smooth with foul shots. And Rutgers with their largest lead of the night.
Right now, Mack is the point guard.
Mack accelerating, ran into resistance from Davis.
He is strong.
Still it's Mack. Mack tried to go over top of Bailey. Picked up by Perry. Shot clock does not reset. Mack starts his drive against Bailey. Kicked for Stefanovic. Step back three, short. And UCLA with a fresh 20. Perry launches. He's fouled on a three.
He can shoot. Admire the hustle. Perry, one of those kids promising McDonald's All-American. He's going to be a terrific player at UCLA.
Originally signed with USC, but flipped his commitment after Andy Enfield's departure. And so Trent Perry, the true freshman, to the vaunted prep program at Harvard Westlake.
Well known academically as well.
Until that, UCLA had been perfect for the foul line.
Holding this lead, you can rest Harper. Even to the 4-minute mark, if you so choose.
Sky Clark will check back in.
Stefanovic has got a couple of open looks, which tells you not paying attention to detail. Not trailing him. Very lucky he wasn't able to convert.
Stefanovic is no slouch shooting the three either.
No. Very confident kid.
So after Perry hits 2 of 3, it's a 5-point game. Davis floats this for Bailey to get across the timing line. Davis guarded by Perry. The pick from Somerville. Rolls down low, they couldn't identify it.
Johnson, oh boy, what a fake to go to the rim.
Bailey out of control, but he draws a foul.
I think on Johnson, but boy. Using screens, Johnson very alert, getting through them. That dribble drive. Right here, look at that fake though. Goodness. Talk about a jab, step, and go. Electrifying.
And after Johnson had 7 points in the first half with the early foul trouble, he's been unable to score in the second.
He got a lot of touches.
And that's his 3rd foul. Ninth for UCLA.
Dylan Andrews really hasn't had many opportunities either.
There's a home court roll for Bailey.
Use it all. Chip the 10.
Ian Harper still 1st and 3rd in the Big Ten in scoring. And a timeout is called here. Rutgers calls a timeout. UCLA 0 for their last 4 from the field, and they have pulled the lead back to 7.
Getting Rutgers on the offensive end has been a little bit of a problem with UCLA. Mentioned Stefanovic getting open, nothing from the low post area. 14, 15 points you usually get from Bilodeau.
And you know what? We've been calling Ace Bailey's name a whole lot more in the second half for Rutgers. Now up to 14 points on the night.
Of course, without Harper, he has taken over. Really solid. So many good things he can do. Nice pump, they fight. Soft caress. And how about that look? That was magnificent. In traffic, right on the money. Boy, is that gorgeous. That takes a lot of work, folks. They're able to convert footwork and drill.
Bailey in the second half, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, stuffing the stat sheet and looking more like himself. Perhaps it's because Batman and Robin are both at least closer to 100%.
And the foul problem, of course, for Harper. Once again, resting him.
6.5 to go.
I like this wrinkle, too. Extend the floor a little, make them use some clock.
Feels like, too, the quality of this game is picked up in the second half for both teams. Perry lines it up, top of the key, skips it off the rim, rebounds Somerville. See if Rutgers pushes the pace here. Williams is denied the drive.
Steve not waste any time. He's got Harper up. Got to get the hands off him.
Somerville juggled it. Pressure from Bilodeau. Davis. He gets mugged inside. They're going to call the foul. A reach in on Perry with 5 on the shot clock.
Should have been a jump ball. They go in with 2 hands as well as anybody. This little dribble drive conversion here offensively. I guess the hand's on there for a little bit, but goodness.
It's a double bonus now for Rutgers. Davis just a 55% free throw shooter on the season.
He can make a few threes too. Not a deep shooter or deep threat.
Harper back in. Leading Rutgers with 16. He and Bailey account for 30 out of the Rutgers 60. Davis hits them both. Largest lead for Rutgers now at 9.
Once again, they extend the floor a little bit.
Trouble for Johnson getting it into Stefanovic.
Either Mack or Clark have to handle against this pressure. Automatic switch. Blitz. And how about Bailey on the cover?
There's Johnson knifing his way through the traffic and a tip up and in.
How did that go in?
Big time basket for UCLA.
I like this here. Run and jump, get it out of Harper's hands.
Down the lane, Davis.
He's a confident kid, isn't he?
This might have gone off Bailey on the UCLA tip-in. Take a look.
I think Bailey, you're right.
Yeah.
Pretty good drive to set that up.
Davis at the stripe here. Sorry, Raph.
I was going to say UCLA, not a team that can score quickly either. They're coming down the stretch here. They got to stay in touch. Create some tough shots, some turnovers. Rutgers D has been better, though.
Much better. UCLA shooting just 36% from the field in the second half. They are 1 for 6 from behind the arc, the Bruins. And Rutgers starting to hit their foul shots here in the second. 9-point lead.
Got to go over the top. They walk. Travel. They had the post guy in Johnson. Just a little bit rattled here. Oh, good call. No question about it.
Now can the Scarlet Knights stretch the lead to double figures?
Icing into his dominant hand.
5 to shoot.
Nice cut.
Somerville denied the entry pass, looking for Bailey.
And deflection by Johnson. Why not?
It'll be Johnson trying to get going in the second half for the big defensive play.
Then Bilodeau doesn't get a touch.
Leading scorer for UCLA.
Go to work here.
It's been denied from the field all night. They're going to call a bump on Somerville. Fans thought it might have been a travel on Bilodeau.
It was close. Someone's got to give ground once he does catch it. He forced him away from the block. Just get your stance and guard.
Now 1-1 for the junior transfer from Oregon State.
69% from there.
Rutgers going smaller with Williams checking back in.
Another official in the house.
maybe a couple. Big stroke from Bilodeau. UCLA having lost 3 in a row coming in. Finding out just how difficult this new age Big Ten is with the travel, with some of these imposing venues.
There are many, and they are amazing, the fan bases. And right now, not rudderless, but no point guard for UCLA. 2-2-1. Nice draw, nice split. You got numbers.
Davis somehow was able to split those two Bruins. Harper in no hurry. Leading the way for the Scarlet Knights.
Nobody wants here, I think.
Back with his buddy Bailey. Somerville trying to burrow his way to the rack, and he gets hit by Bilodeau.
Why not go to him? Big, strong kid. Get to the free throw line.
Bilodeau with his 3rd foul. Rutgers has made their last 9 free throws. They started 7 for 15. They've gone to the line a lot tonight. This will be the 25th attempt from the strike.
82% shooter too, Somerville. Big time recruit though. Expect a lot of big things from him.
His dad played high level in college and pro. Both parents, for that matter, played at a high level. Mom, Petty, played at Illinois State. Dad played at Bradley for a pro career overseas. Oh, Somerville 0 for 2. Might those be expensive down the stretch for Rutgers?
And Davis with the good hands. Just move the legs, get in position. Give him to stop the clock, get a chance for 2.
1-1 for UCLA. And Sebastian Mack at the stripe. All Pac-12 freshman team last year, but really has broken out this performance tonight.
He's a player. He is a tough kid. Doesn't back down. Gets to that line.
13 points, now 14 with the free throw.
I think he and Daly bring the toughness, the mixed style, more than anybody.
Mack, who had a huge game against UNC at Madison Square Garden. He's had trouble replicating it since, but has been at full speed tonight, and he rims out the second free throw. Under 4 to play. 6-point game. Crucial swing for both clubs.
But it's not Bailey or Harper. I like Somerville on that block.
Bailey to Harper.
He's got an empty side here.
Trying to rock Daly to sleep.
Nice rebound.
Rebound for Bailey.
You don't need it. You got clock.
And Williams wisely backs it out. Williams accelerates. Late dish. Caught Grant by surprise. Saved to Harper. And he's off the mark. UCLA on the break. Daly the step through.
I'll tell you what, that was a high dribble he got away with too. Almost a pop. Allen Iverson in the house.
We don't see that called all that often.
Not at all.
Lead down to 4. And a timeout for Steve Pikiell. 2:54 to go. Back and forth we go. Here it almost never trailed here in the second after surging ahead with an 8-0 run to begin the half. 2 timeouts left for Mick Cronin's club. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Foul trouble could play a factor here with Dylan Harper and his 4 fouls for Rutgers. He still leads the way scoring-wise for Rutgers with 16.
Now, UCLA hasn't really found a go-to on the other end with some consistent bases. That's been part of the dilemma.
I'll tell you what, we've created a little bit of drama here down the stretch. First meeting between UCLA and Rutgers since 1981. And the first time the Bruins have ever been on campus here in Piscataway. 4-point lead for the Scarlet Knights. Harper, the kick to Williams, way off.
He's got it.
Harper, no, underneath. And the rebound for Dodo.
A big, strong rebound. Boy, he is so adept, Harper.
Rutgers has gone cold from the field, 0 for their last 5 now.
Back screen, ball screen. They love that little play and then the roll.
Dodo's unable to get free down low.
They can't get it to him either.
And Grant wrangling for space. 3 to shoot. Kick to Johnson. A 3. Cold-blooded UCLA within 1. They're on an 8-0 run.
Wow. Boy, that complements his total game. He's matched up with Harper. They do switch.
Where does Williams go with this? Shot clock inside of 10. Bailey over top of
staring him down. Jab and drill.
Seconds to play.
Zatanovich usually needs screens.
Johnson, baseline, he's hit.
Bailey, I believe. Boy, good understanding though. Nobody in the lane to do any damage. And just an excellent read. How about that one? Boy, early dagger. And here, just a little jab. Goodness. Such confidence.
Rutgers by 4. Kobe Johnson at the line. The foul on Grant. Johnson has really been leaned on lately, averaging 35 minutes over his last 3. He played 39 in the loss to Maryland on Friday.
He can handle it, though.
Veteran.
71% free throw shooter. Tees it up on the defensive end. Just love his game.
Left it short. Rebound for Somerville. And Harper in no hurry. Rutgers by 3.
Use a little clock, but keeping the flow.
Rutgers in their half-court set. Harper surveys, locates Williams off the ball fake, driving,
Goodness, what a nice read. Everybody lifted the blow by.
Clutch layup for Jeremiah Williams.
They got a foul on the floor, or the timeout before.
Call the timeout.
Yeah.
Mick Cronin calls time. He had 2 left.
How good is this? Terrific use of the rim. Somerville just opens up enough as an outlet. Draws the D for the blow by. Typical, huh? Big Ten, league basketball.
Boy, this feels like what they hoped this Rutgers team could be like this season. Tenacious on both ends of the floor.
We come in here knowing both teams needed it badly.
Yeah.
Advantage home court thus far. Plus having your point guard, your pure point guard back as healthy as been in the last 7 to 10 days.
Scarlet Knights, who have had opportunities here at home lately, lost to Wisconsin, lost to Purdue. They'll travel to Lincoln. to take on Nebraska later this week, and then a big tilt against Michigan State at Madison Square Garden. I know sometimes those quote-unquote neutral site games, it'll be a home game for Rutgers. Sometimes you can get the visiting fans in there. From what I've heard, the ticket sales are very much in favor of the Scarlet Knights.
Through the roof, they say.
Yeah.
The Big Ten's done that using the Plester on occasion.
Yeah. Well, it's a coast-to-coast league. You might as well use every marquee venue you can think of. But for UCLA, not accustomed to being here. In fact, it's the first time they've played Rutgers since a meeting at the third-place game in the Final Four in 1981. Rutgers had a huge upset over then #2 UCLA. It was at the Meadowlands. I beg your pardon. That was not the Final Four. That was '76 when they played the Final Four third-place game. 68-63. 48 seconds remaining in regulation.
Got to go right away.
Taking his time. Daly off the mark from 3. Rebound for the freshman Somerville.
How about that? Some strength at the rim. Got a good look, though. Talk about Daly's ability to make some deep shots. 41% coming in.
Fourth foul on Bilodeau, who has been held in check from the get-go. 6 points, 0 for 7 from the field.
They were physical on him. Forced him out away from the rim, and the timing and sync of the offense was on the court, basically.
And now huge free throws here for Somerville, who can extend this to a 3-possession lead.
Confident kid on that line. It's an 82.
Rutgers began the season in the top 25. Perhaps inexperience has cost them. Trying to get themselves back into contention for the tournament. Clutch free throws from Somerville. Time winding down for the Bruins if they want to come in.
Nice help by Harper. Take away that again to leave that open shooter like that. They got the timeout.
Stefanovic.
Kid gets free. You really have to tag him. You know, everybody turns their head. No cover. Drilling deep. Get them organized. Quick timeout. Extend the floor now.
Final timeout for UCLA.
And keep the ball out of Harper's hands here. And do a trap, a rotation. I think you could do a second trap with 27 seconds. See if you can come up with something.
It's been a well-played second half for both teams. Rutgers defensively stepping up. Looking to pick up just their second conference win and snap a 3-game losing streak of their own, while UCLA will head back home. They're on their longest losing streak this season, and after a promising start, that momentum has slipped away.
It's amazing when you travel around, people say, what's going on at Rutgers? Because these great freshmen. Well, obviously the health issues the last 10 days, which we've alluded to, puts a lot of pressure on other people, and Harper's not on top of his game.
But in a big way, they got secondary scoring today. They got Somerville chipping in 6. Williams with 11. Davis to key the inbound to Williams here. Williams trapped.
Look up.
Deflection winds up to Harper.
Oh, I thought.
And Bailey will get fouled.
Oh my God, a three-point play.
Wow.
I think they were trying to give it in the backcourt, particularly on the second trap. Wow. That's almost intentional as well.
Yeah.
Or flagrant, they use. Pardon me.
How about the wherewithal for Bailey to hang and get the continuation?
Good point.
13 points in the second half for Ace Bailey. Now make it 14. Grant checks back in. 18 seconds. Crowd on its feet.
Mack got to contain, and they don't.
And they'll let him score. 73-68, 11.5 on the clock.
One trap.
Williams to get it in. Time coming off the clock with Davis squirming away. Davis locates Harper, and a foul.
Wasted time.
And now Harper can put this game on ice.
Pretty much as expected. Two teams trying to find their identity, get back on the winning streak of sorts.
I'll give you credit. You said first to 70 here today.
Did we just say that early?
Tell you what, though, they are happy to have Harper back at something resembling full health.
His feel for the game is at the next level.
Harper with 18, Bailey with 20. And a much-needed victory at home for Rutgers as they snap their 3-game losing streak and hand UCLA their 4th straight loss.